Government jobs versus corporate jobs. A lot of people who work in PSUs or who work in government banks, they approach me and they have a question that how can we move into IT industry or how can we move into a corporate job? This is something which has become very common, that people working on the government side, PSU side, banks, etc., they want to come into corporate world. And at the same time, people who are working in the corporate world, in the IT industry, for example, want to move into banks, want to move into PSUs. That is something which is nowadays becoming a trend, and more so because people are actually able to see the benefits or the perks of the other side, which means the grass looks always greener on the other side. So let's logically understand what are the real benefits or advantages of working in a PSU or bank versus what are the advantages of working in a corporate job. Alright, so point number one, the biggest factor in favor of a government job or a PSU job or a bank job is the stability and the security which comes along with it. In a corporate job, there is always the risk of recession, economic downturn, etc., and layoffs. So that's the biggest difference between the two worlds. Point number two, in a government job, generally the working hours will be fixed, which means you will have a little better work-life balance. While this has also changed in the recent times, even in government jobs or PSUs or banks, you need to stretch. But generally speaking, as compared to a corporate job, the work-life balance is probably a little better. Point number three, the benefits and the perks which come with a government job are a little better as compared to a corporate job. And these perks or benefits are in terms of financial benefits, post-retirement benefits, health care coverage, medical benefits. And also in a government job, you will have a lot more visibility and clarity, which means you would know in which pay scale you are working and what is the next grade and what is the process to get promoted. While in a corporate job, this much of clarity is not there. In a corporate job, you are always guessing, how do I get promoted? What kind of work do I need to do? Because the kind of feedback that you get is not very clear, or you don't know exactly what actions you need to take in order to get promoted. And the kind of salaries that you draw at the same level are also uneven. You may be a software engineer earning 3 lakhs, while another person can also be a software engineer in the same thing, doing the same work, but maybe that person is earning 2 times of you. So that kind of unequal pay exists in the corporate world. Alright, so these are some basic differences. But the major difference is in the quality of life. The major difference is actually in the kind of work you do and the kind of opportunities you get. And let me tell you how to figure this out. If you really want to get into a bank job, please go to a bank, please visit a bank and sit over there for 3-4 hours and observe what those people are doing. There are different desks in a bank. Just go and sit and observe what they are doing. What kind of phone calls that they are getting, what kind of customers they are getting. Even you can observe the branch manager sitting in a cabin. You will understand what kind of work pressure they go through or what kind of work they actually do. And then ask yourself, am I really ready to do this kind of role? That will be an eye-opener for you. That will tell you whether you are ready to do that job or not. Also, understand that in a PSU role or in a bank role, you will get transferred, which means you may get transferred to a remote location. So if you are used to working in a metro place, if you are born and brought up in a metro city, these are the kind of realities for which you need to be prepared. For example, if you are married and your spouse is in a private job, or if your spouse is in another government job, then both of you may get transferred to different locations, or both of you may need to stay in 2 different cities. So those kind of realities you will need to deal with. While on the other hand, in a corporate world, you can actually decide which company you want to work for. It can be a multinational company. It can be an office in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, or the place of your choice. That does not mean that in corporate the transfers don't happen, but generally people decide these things and they switch jobs if they are forced to go to a specific location. Generally speaking, the number of openings or the number of vacancies in metros is a lot more. And along with that, you will also get the opportunity to work overseas. You may go to US, Canada, UK, Australia, wherever. So these kind of international opportunities are available in abundance in a private job versus a government job. And lastly, in a government job, there will be a lot of bureaucracy versus in a corporate job, there will be a lot of office politics. I think these are some of the downsides on both ends. And lastly, the kind of money that you will make in a private job will be a lot more than what you will make in a government job. So as individuals, we have different priorities, we have different risk appetites, and hence we need to logically look into each of these aspects before we make a decision. Alright, I hope this perspective was helpful for you. Do let me know your thoughts in comments. Whether you are working in private or whether you are working in a PSU, let me know what you think about this in comments. If you think this is going to be helpful for others, please share it in your network. I'll see you in another video soon. Take care and bye for now.